What's going on, everybody? Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at the Toy Story 4 Buzz Lightyear talking action figure. This was made in 2019 by Thinkway Toys, and it released right before Toy Story 4 came out in theaters. I remember seeing this guy at Walmart and Target stores, and this is one of the last Thinkway Toys Buzz Lightyears that was ever made. The last one, I believe, was the 25th anniversary Buzz Lightyear, which was a little bit similar to this, but this guy right here is just a standard talking action figure. He talks. He doesn't have any wings. He doesn't have a laser. He does have a retractable helmet, and he's not really as articulated as some of the other Buzz Lightyears that I have in the collection. So today I'm going to be reviewing this guy, and I'm actually going to compare him to the Toy Story 3 standard Buzz Lightyear talking action figure because I feel like that one is just a lot better, in my opinion. This guy was, I believe, 40, $50 when he was retail, and the Toy Story 3 talking Buzz Lightyears were only $35, but they have a lot more features. But I do love all my Buzz Lightyear action figures. I found this guy at a toy show over the weekend, so I picked them up for $15. So I'm not really gonna complain about it too much. He does have some Toy Story 4 phrases, so we're gonna take a look at him closer. The first thing is, I don't really like his face sculpt too much. I feel like his eyelids are a little bit too droopy, and his smile is off compared to the Toy Story 3 version. But his helmet is fully retractable. His head does not move at all whatsoever. You can fully rotate his waist. His legs don't move at all. His knees don't move at all. His feet don't move at all. But his arms can just go up and down, and his wrist can swivel, but he does not have any finger articulation whatsoever. The most disappointing thing is that he doesn't have his wings or his laser, and I feel like a whole lot of paint detail was missed on the back of this guy. It just doesn't look as great to me. But if we look at him closer, the red button for his wings doesn't do anything. His laser doesn't do anything. And let's just listen to some of his phrases.
The slingshot maneuver is all we've got. All right, full speed ahead. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Hold on to your batteries. There's turbulence ahead. Look out.
So that was strange. It makes it, that sounds like a laser sound, but he doesn't actually have a working laser.
We make a great team, Cadet. I heard there's a carnival in town. Time to check it out. Hey, look, I'm Captain Bubblehead. Have you seen Forky? Where'd he go? Maybe we should check the trash again. We've got a secret mission in a strange antique store. I know, sounds strange, but don't worry. Everything's fine. Fear is not in my vocabulary. Well, I know what the word is. It's just that it doesn't, never mind. Let's go save some toys. To infinity and beyond. Greetings, I am Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger. I come in peace. This place needs my protection. Who's in charge here? Look out! Buzz Lightyear to the rescue! All right, Cadet. Are you ready for adventure? It's a secret mission in uncharted space. Let's go.
I like that he has that phrase. That was a phrase that a lot of the Buzz Lightyears didn't have, except for the utility belt Buzz. But I'm glad this one has it. For the most part, he just says pretty much just Toy Story 4 phrases.
We make a great team, Cadet. All right, running laser diagnostics. Yes, sir. Blinky and bright.
So I believe that's all of them. All three of his voice sampler buttons say exactly the same thing. He also doesn't have a wrist communicator, which is actually disappointing, but that was something only the collection buzzes and Disney Store buzzes had anyway. So, setting this guy aside, I'm going to bring in the Toy Story 3 Buzz Lightyear talking action figure for comparison. And as you can see, in my opinion, this guy is just so much better. Starting when you look at his face sculpt right here, his head does move, which is really cool. I really like that the eyelids on this guy aren't droopy like that guy over there, and his face looks a little bit more like flesh toned and lifelike. And even though I don't have batteries in him right now, he does have a working laser. He does have finger articulation, not individual finger articulation, but he has a lot more articulation than that guy right there. And his arms, you could move his elbows. His feet do bend. They have ratchet joints in them. And he does have toe articulation, which is really good. And even though he doesn't have his wrist communicator, it's just sculpted right there. And he does have his wings. And if we look at them from this side, as you can see, all the paint is there. There's paint right here on his screw holes. He has a sticker right there. And they painted this. And his wings don't flash like the collection Buzz does. But he does look very similar to the collection Buzz. And he has a lot of screw holes, which I feel that's pretty accurate to Buzz Lightyear from the movies. So this guy has a lot more articulation. He has a laser. He has wings. He's got some pretty good paint detail. And for the price of $35 back in the day, he was definitely worth it, especially if you couldn't get the collection Buzzes. But when we compare him to this guy right here, I feel like this guy right here is just a lot weaker because he doesn't have any of that, which is really odd because you're looking at $50 and $35. So they upped the price a lot. But I feel like this guy lacks the detail and articulation that these older Buzz Lightyears had, which I actually prefer the 1995 Buzz Lightyear over this guy right here. And it isn't just because of his phrases. The 1995 Buzz Lightyear had short and stubby wings, but this guy right here doesn't have wings at all. And if we take a look at both these guys from the back, yeah, I'm actually not sure why they have this right here. That's actually strange. And when you look at the bottom of his feet, mine has marker at the bottom of his feet, but it has these big, like, gaps, which is something that this one doesn't have, which is actually really interesting. And I don't have batteries in them right now, but this Toy Story 3 Buzz Lightyear actually had not only more movie accuracy, but I think he had more phrases than this guy right here. This guy just says Toy Story 4 stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I like all my Buzz Lightyear toys. It's just this guy right here is my least favorite, along with the Toy Story 4 karate action Buzz, which is kind of like the same thing as this. You just lift his arm up and he does karate chop, but he doesn't have the detail like this one right here, which the Toy Story 3 karate action Buzz Lightyears looked more like this guy right here, but they didn't have any electronics in them. So, yeah, nothing much more to say about it, but what I would recommend for you guys is get this guy right here, don't get this guy. The only reason why I picked up this guy was to review him, and he was only $15. I didn't really care too much about the Toy Story 4 line of toys. I felt like the Toy Story 3 era of collecting was the best for me. But as a standard toy, I guess it's okay. I just don't find him as collectible as the other Buzz Lightyears in my collection. So, yeah, I really hope Thinkway Toys comes back for Toy Story 5, which sadly I don't think they will. When the toys come out, it's probably going to be Hasbro or Mattel making them. And I feel like they took a big shortcut with the Toy Story 4 toys. So I'm just putting that out there because I love Thinkway Toys. They've done a great job with Toy Story over the years, but the Toy Story 4 stuff, I found it to be the weakest of all the releases. So I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments down below. What do you think of this Buzz Lightyear? And if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, I really like to hear your opinion because this is just my opinion. My opinion isn't the right one, but this guy right here is just okay. I wouldn't really recommend him. Well, I would definitely recommend the other Buzz, or any of the other Buzz Lightyears, really. I would just stay away from the Toy Story 4 ones. But yeah, this has been my review of the Toy Story 4 Buzz Lightyear talking action figure. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once we reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I will be doing a full collection video. So definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching as always. And I'll see you guys on the next video review.